Welcome, everyone. Do you know that moment right when your producer is about to tell you that you're going live, but you don't have an intro prepared? It's a lot like the moment where you're sitting in pick and ban in your rank solo queue and you have no idea what to pick. Thankfully, Pro Comps has an app that allows you to get in-game pro advice for what you should pick based on the team comps on both sides, gives you the best meta decisions, all that wonderful jazz. My name is Django Ultimus. With me is Shotduck, and today we're going to cast Oasis versus GOAT and not just talk about pro comps the whole time, or we could talk about pro comps the whole time. That works too.
I haven't been paid my Happy Meal yet, so I've never used pro comps. I'm sorry, sponsors.
Shotduck, we're on air. You can't say that. You can't just.
No,
next you're going to tell me you haven't attended Rift School. Now you're going to tell me you haven't attended Rift School. I don't even know you anymore. I don't even know you anymore. But I don't know much about the Divinity League as I have been a bit absent. So why don't you fill me in? GOAT, a bit of a fall from grace from their early few weeks. 2-4 currently in the standings, trying to piece together a couple more wins to keep themselves in playoffs. Oasis Maelstrom had some hype, lost a lot of hype, and they very much feel like a middling team right now. How are we feeling about this matchup?
Honestly, this is one of those matches that, just like the TD Aftermath game series that the GOATs lost, this is one of those series that they really need to be able to win if they want to A, make playoffs, and B, like, have a chance, be someone that like we take really seriously. Craze seems to have actually dipped all my questions because they're his team. We were so excited about the GOATs going into like week 1, week 2. They came out swinging. Voltzi's stats were absolutely bonkers. But then once week 3 came around, just like the Star Guardian event, they kind of just fell apart.
I've been gone. I didn't play the Star Guardian event. I'm sure that's a very, very good joke. However,
it's completely broken.
All right, but the event itself is broke. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been broken for a week.
easy. I don't know. I feel like GOAT's kind of pushed away from what was getting them early wins. I think their second game versus Dorado last night was probably the closest thing I've seen to what was getting them wins, but it had the random Voltzi Zillion in there. It felt like it went a lot towards the top laner, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like Pop-Tart's sticking to one style. It feels like Pop-Tart's really trying to branch out and play different things, and I don't think that is, not to say that's not smart, but I feel like it's been very unnecessary with how the team plays, and especially with how good her champions are in the meta right now. As much as I'm not a Nami enjoyer myself, it's very prevalent right now, and the Nami and the Seraphine were things that she was playing very early on into Split. Now we're getting Ashes and whatnot thrown into the mix, a couple Nautilus games I remember, so things are a little bit here and there for GOAT. We're going to see if they can settle on an identity by time playoffs comes. And realistically, looking at things, they need to pick up a win or two to give themselves a solid guarantee. Right now, they have a win over Pepe's and Reapers, I believe.
Yep.
The
two teams below them.
Is it Pepe's and Reapers or Pepe's and Sus?
I believe it's Pepe's and Reapers. I don't think they've played Sus.
Week 1. It is Sus.
Is Sus? Okay.
So Reapers is a bit of an interesting question mark now. So if they can get themselves one more win, it really puts them into that 8th place spot. If they lose and just go 2-7, 2-8, I don't know. Math's hard. If they only have 2 wins, they're going to be in a very rough spot when we're talking about this 8th place position for playoffs.
Let's see how this goes. Let's throw it into draft and see where we're at, see what they've got for us this week.
Shotduck, putting you a little bit on the spot as we load into draft here, because I kind of know where GOAT is looking. They're looking for a good pick for Glada. I want to see Enchanters down there with Scalers for Muddy. Maybe Muddy gets one of his pocket picks too as well. That's the other weird thing about Ashe support I didn't mention. Muddy's an incredible Ashe player, one of his best champions. I think Ashe and Misfortune, from the games that I've watched, are two of his better champions.
Yeah.
It's very odd to see that just go into the support role like that. So a little bit iffy on the AH GOAT draft, but we're going to see if they can pull it back. Do you know anything about Oasis? What should I be looking out for with this team? I know Marion Cross is a bit of a beast. I think their jungler has been getting a little bit of praise lately as well, but I am very much out of the loop.
Their jungler has been criticizing our lack of Divinity League content in general.
I'm sorry, life died. All right, my last 3 weeks have been...
they want content? Why don't they make them?
Oh my god, why are you...
Right?
No.
Now that we've finished analyzing his team, Craze is back.
So there was a massive storm going on outside. I had to run through like the flying kids and like cars to get my trash can so it would get blown away. It was like awful. It was like 2012. You ever saw that movie?
I don't think I did.
Is that the Apocalypse one with the big shelter?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, okay, I've seen it.
With the giant floodwaters, right? That was what it was like.
Yeah, okay, alright, I see. You should turn your spigot off, you left it on.
God help us, we have a Yuumi first pick.
I think this champion's low-key busted. Unironically low-key busted, and I absolutely hate Renata already, because Renata to me is just good into engage, and they've picked Yuumi, so they really don't need any more engage.
What is Renata MF?
That's decent. It's honestly not bad.
Wouldn't you want a hyper carry?
Not into a Yuumi lane, no.
I love Muddy on
why were you picking Renata?
Yeah, fair. I agree that Renata pick is more sus than the Misfortune pick, but the pairing's not awful. It's very hard to get out of all of the big AoE.
Yuumi and Aphelios, I don't...
Yeah, that's also weird. The bot lanes feel like they are
really
individually fine picks, but they're very awkward together. Not the constant pairings we're normally seeing. How has Vi been doing in Divinity? Has it been picking up? Because I've been watching nothing but LPL, and they love
LPL.
They're big Vi enjoyers.
I don't think we've seen her at all on stream, right?
Honestly, I don't like Vi. I prefer the Giga Chad Vi, aka Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai has so much more skill requirement, though, and like Vi, so you press R and people shit damage.
Walk behind bot lane, tunneled through right in front of their tower, flash on top of ADC. Problem.
We'll see if Glad is able to make use of the pick. Definitely feels like something that they are willing to be the carry on right now. And it seems we're getting a couple top lane bans here. Oh, I'm sorry, more focused on the mid lane, actually, as I just completely forget where Yasuo is played nowadays. It's been a long time since he's been seen in the top lane primarily. And Cassiopeia going to be the lock here. Again, it feels like Goat or just High. Praise said it and got me. I was doing well until he came back. I blame him.
Hello and welcome into game. A little bit of technical difficulty, so we're starting at about 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, but it's still 0-0, and we are still here with HGOAT versus Oasis Maelstrom. And like always, ShotDuck is here to make my casting more enjoyable.
Unthankfully, not thankfully, we haven't missed much in the first 3 minutes. There's been a couple of gank attempts. No one has a lead.
Yeah, this is like watching LCS, you know what I mean? Nobody dies until 1,000 minutes into the game, and then it just ends. Right?
I was hopeful right there we were going to see some action with Glada going in for Caius. I like the invade, but...
Mid lane gank coming in. The God one, he's grounded, and he's just going to go down immediately to the flash. Vault Breaker. It's going to be Ulti picking up that first blood.
Yeah, nice move from the goats. I like it. And we've got Caius coming down, Jarvan looking for revenge.
Pop-Tart does land the stun for just a second, but it won't stop the knockup. But they are able to repel the gank.
Yeah, and that's nice because, like, you look at the comp that Oasis has, and, like, you really don't want this Aphelios to get ahead. I mean, like, they've got Gangplank
it's
for
the
their win
regank,
condition.
though. Gassies just comes back, and there's not going to be enough damage. Pop-Tart's going to burn out. It is going to force Gassi's flash, but Marion Cross does pick up that kill on Pop-Tart.
I don't know about burning the Ignite there. That was a kind of a long shot, unless maybe there was a good double up bounce that came through, and I mean, Yuumi still had all the Yuumi things to do, and Marion still had heal, and they didn't get any of it out. The goats are so far down in Summoner's bot that, like, now the gold disadvantage coming from that kill is gonna make this lane pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean, just a slight misstep. You know Jarvan wants to get the early game rolling. You know he wants to get his laners ahead, and just play up a little bit too forward when after you've already seen him make this first attempt, and you give him the option select to re-gank bottom lane, and it just goes exactly how he wants it to go. And if it doesn't, then he just wasted so much time, but obviously that's not the world we live in.
Yeah, it's like, when you're looking at that situation, it's kind of like, what's Jarvan gonna do? Farm? No. That's just not what the champion
Speaking about
does.
Jarvan, Caius immediately tries to get Volty said, oh, no, thank you. I think I'll sidestep this flag and drag.
Nice sidestep. Didn't have flash, so it was either sidestep or die there, and nicely played by Voltsy. Man, map is just kind of even. We're seeing
on the bot side of the map here. He's gonna get seen by this ward. He has to be seen by this ward, but can Marion Cross
so far
react in time? I mean, he's still here. What just happened there? Okay, Spectator looks really weird.
Super wonky.
Marion Cross flashed. I think the kitty cat reconnected and he flashed away from the Vault Breaker. That's what happened.
I think the leash was like clicked as the flash was happening, so like she started traveling before the flash and then just kind of kept traveling after the flash. Looked super weird though. And it's some really terrible luck, because if that Vault Breaker hits, the Yumi's likely dead.
There is might be a little bit of dying. But the Yumi is like unnaturally slippery.
Oh, we've got a 3v3 here.
Up, the ult comes through, assault and battery going down. Gladys trying to make it in, but he can't find the damage killed. Now Caius is trying to fight it back out. Another Vault Breaker comes through, but now it might be turning on to Gladys. Gladys burning down, and there's not going to be a trade kill. And now they might try to re-engage for more. Caius is looking. He gets pushed off of the drag, though. Nice.
Oh, that was so good by Pop-Tart that could have been completely disastrous. I mean, like, I don't know if that was just like a lack of communication, but Muddy was just slowly walking up and autoing the Yuumi the whole time, and no one else was going for the Yuumi. There was no target focus going on.
Every single summoner was used by the Oasis Maelstrom bot lane, but Pop-Tart didn't drop Ignite. I don't think Muddy's heal was actually out, but
yeah, Muddy's heal is just coming back up.
Pop-Tart didn't drop the Ignite. I mean, against the Yuumi, you kind of have to drop one of those in a fight where you're trying to take somebody out.
Yeah. Oh my god, Caius coming in.
He's still here, and he's 6 now, and he wants it, but it's gotta be an actual... It's not even... They find the kill in Pop-Tart. comes back to life off the brink of death. A very, very nicely placed hostile takeover into the... Okay, I'll be honest. I forgot the name of the move.
The thing that does Berserk.
The bullet time. The bullet time. Oh, bailout. Yeah, that too. Well, that was not.
I mean, the bullet time was fantastic there. I was really worried because the hostile takeover came through. Muddy was like stepping back and not firing the bullet time, and I was just like, oh no, Muddy's just got his head. He's just got his audio off. He's not contributing. But then, okay, the bullet time came through. Damage got done. Jarvan got taken down, and the bailout looked like some 200 years action. And
here comes a gank into the top side. But downfall immediately gets clapped, and no, Glada barely managing to salvage the play there. Oh my! Patar just gets sniped from downtown. I mean, I think she was a little bit too low to be staying there after she's already bailed out, and now top side, Glada under trouble. The barrage comes down from GP. The cannons have been unleashed, causing him to flash, but it's not dead yet. And he tried to see if he could make a play on Kaius, but
oh, here comes Voltzy, looking for some of that action.
Kaius is gonna immediately flash before you can get grounded. He said,
I thought
"No,
we were
Mom,
gonna see
do
it
not
right
put me in
there."
timeout. I will not be grounded today."
I'm waiting to see now if the grounding does stop the flag and drag, or if you were right and that that interaction is busted.
Yeah, I have no idea how it works.
I assume it's just that once he's in motion, he stays in motion. But like, in an ideal world,
stays in motion. Is that what who taught you that law?
Like, in a properly coded game, I want to believe that grounding effects would stop motion mid-flight, but
what about in a League of Legends?
Yeah, if they tried to program that kind of interaction into this game, Mordekaiser would suddenly be able to teleport.
Oh, okay, so Kaius comes in, but Gladic does get the drag, and Hostile Tigger comes through, but it doesn't actually land on the way across. He's able to kite this one out, but it's just going to be a slaughter. Etsa goes down alongside his good buddy and jungler.
Yeah, happy International Cat Day, because Etsa got left alone in the pit once Kaius went down. Didn't manage to get the steal on the dragon.
Looks like the Rift is a kill shelter. Animal did not have an owner, and they got put down. It's unfortunate. Bullet time comes through immediately onto Marion. They're looking for everything. Glad is underneath the tower, but Marion drops. Moonlight Vigil gets the heal. Now the Insulted Battery to try to escape, but Glad is just far too deep, and now Pothar's taking the tower! Oh, Lord have mercy.
Like, anytime we try to start praising them, something like that happens. And I mean, there you can see probably exactly why they chose the Gwen for this matchup. They're twirling their mustache. They're like, oh, hell yes, she can just put down the Shroud anytime Alawi goes for the test of strength. And it's 100%. The matchup's great.
It's really weird. I think Gwen is actually like a really weird champion, especially right now with the changes that's been made and then a couple of nerfs. So like Gwen is still not strong into a lot of melee champions early into the game. Obviously, she still scales incredibly well, and she actually wants to be against a lot of melee compositions because she has a lot of cleave, a lot of shred, and she can deal a lot of damage. And it's harder to kite her if you're melee, right? But Alawi is like you're not making it out of laning phase type of champion. Like, good luck in esports, buddy. And we consistently see, with the First Blood going over, it hasn't been the easiest lane for Downfall Department too, as a Voltzy forced to flash down the mid lane. Can't get this 1v1 on the top side though, and it might be Chaser out there.
The minions though?
Oh man, the tentacles, the minions! Downfall one more auto!
Oh my god,
And,
attack speed diff.
I mean, not even mana diff. There was no mana. Voltzy gets hit, but Gladys here with the Assault and Battery. You've got one trying to buy time. A very interesting stopwatch there, as he's just going to go down immediately after.
Really interesting play right there. I mean, getting the barrels prepped and then flashing on top of the barrel into melee range for the auto and the parlay. It was just a ton of burst that you could tell caught Voltzy kind of off guard. And, like, honestly, it's interesting because I would expect Voltzy to have a good amount of Gangplank knowledge. Like, maybe not specifically the matchup, but Voltzy spends a lot of time playing with Violet Rain, who is a fairly insane amount of Gangplank mastery. Like, he should have some familiarity with the champion.
Yeah, we actually see it in the mid lane. He's Forgotten One is going for the Essence Reaver build.
Okay.
Which, I mean, the recent changes to Gangplank is they're kind of trying to push him away from Bruiser kind of game style, pushing him more into crit. It has not been decided whether Trinity into like crit is better or Essence Reaver is better. I think Trinity's more rounded out item as gank happens topside, Glada goes in, but a lot of damage is going to be shorted out, and now Kai'Sa is here, but Triumph from Glada is going to keep him safe, and it's going to cause Caius to have to flash out there.
Voltzy also came up, and now we're going to see him
one
get
sitting in a
jumped.
bush. No crit there, but a lot of damage is coming out. No crit again. Forgotten 120% is just not good enough for you. But the barrage comes through at the last second. Voltzy 1 HP. Can he get out? No, it's going to be Caius slamming down at him, but hasn't given his life for this. Kill the trade. 1 for 2.
For 3. That started with Cosmic Silence getting ganked.
True. Pop-Tart shoots out the lean beam. Doesn't hit a single thing, but those are style points.
Yeah, Pop-Tart decided to take Twitter to court instead of actually hostile takeovering right then. But I mean, they got the backs off. Maybe that was the goal to successfully zone them.
30-minute cooldown for 8-second channel worth. But
the goats got the second Rift Herald. I like that. I don't know why Downfall picked up the relic, but Downfall has the relic.
That's because Downfall's about to... I don't know what Downfall's supposed to do. He's about to fucking die. Never mind, he gets the hell out of there.
They did the same thing. Voltzy, I don't know if has actually...
Well, he got the mid tower, so I mean...
Yeah.
It's... You could think like, well, I mean, past 14, what more can you ask for besides just at least getting a tower with Rift Herald? Right?
Exactly.
But out of all towers to get, mid is a very, very important tower. It's going to give the goats more space to play around in the enemy jungle, being able to break up that vision line a little bit on the enemy team.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if Voltzy actually autoed the tower once, because they used both heralds. The first one did get Voltzy 3 plates worth of gold, and they traded the herald for a cannon barrage cooldown, but like getting the plate gold and now coming back to finish off the turret. Like you were saying, the mid tower is definitely important. Unfortunately, Gangplank being Gangplank, he's only down 80 gold in the matchup, which isn't what you want to see for a lane where like resources were spent to try to get the lead.
Yeah,
but,
and
I mean,
Gangplank's always been kind of like this ticking time bomb of a champion where it's like,
yeah,
you know, how slow can you stop his farm? How far can you set him back early before he hits those 4 items, gets the IE, starts one-tapping people? And even then, though, I mean, it's not guaranteed. I mean, the champion takes a lot of skill even in later stages of the game to really get your damage out.
There are a lot of squishy targets for these big barrel hits.
I think Forgotten One thought he was like gonna get dove, so he cannon barrage the wave.
They definitely think that. They know Glada's in the bot area, and you can see Caius is just kind of screwing around, walking back and forth in the lane.
Looks like a 1v1's happening at top. The Ignite gets dropped down. It's going to win ultimate. One more left to go. Downfall just needs a little bit more damage. It's not going to find it.
No flash, burns the ignite, just doesn't get the kill with the last charge of that.
Yeah. And I see a lot of times it's hard to choose whether go, you go this Ignite on Quinn or you go the Ghost. I much prefer going the Ghost. It gives you so much ability to run down enemy laner once you hit that strong point. Because Ignite, I mean, past like 20 minutes, it's not the biggest difference in a fight. Whereas Ghost might be. Forgotten One gets hit with the hostile takeover. Forgotten One's definitely gonna go down here. 3, 4 ultimates used for him. Get a little bit interesting expenditure of the ults, but the kills do go down. But right now, I mean, it's going to be a trade. Mid tower is going to be taken down by Oasis.
Trading turrets, and I mean, top outer is gone already, right? Yeah, top outer is gone. So it's 3 for 2 overall. There is a 1 tower. No, 2 for 2. Yeah, okay, top tower isn't gone. So they're at 2 for 2. Even on turrets, the Goats have 1,200-ish gold lead, and they do have a dragon lead, 2-0 at 20 minutes. Wow, I swear to God, I've been paying attention to this game. All right, we've got a Cloud Rift. Not actually bad. I kind of like the Cloud Rift for both these teams.
Caius gets a little caught out. Blasco not exactly in his favor. He has to flash over the wall to get out.
And this is something I'm kind of liking.
In a little bit of trouble. You see the ultimate's going to go down. It's grounded right here. He's dealing a lot of damage. Getting fine to kill. No. But almost onto either Glada or Downfall. Very, very close.
The amount of targeting out that Glada's doing, I really like. Caius is just getting bullied off the map so many times as soon as this Jarvan makes his presence known. Glada's been invading, Glada's been taking these fights because the upfront burst from the Vi with the QE combos, like it's chunking him down. It's making these Jarvan engages, these Jarvan ganks really sketchy, and as a result, Glada's been getting further and further ahead. And it's actually really interesting to me that they've gone this tank build with the Sunfire Cape into Chempunk Chainsword.
Yeah, I think the build's a little interesting. I know more recently, they've been going these kind of tank builds. I mean, Sunfire has recently caught a nerf because it's been disgustingly OP on a lot
for
of
builds just like this.
Yeah. Things like Diana with the Sunfire International, stuff like that, where it's more buffed towards less space damage, more health scaling.
Yeah.
As Oasis Maelstrom is first into the river, setting up and taking on the dragon, but on the other side,
they're trading this Baron.
This might be a trade here. Do they
I love this play.
There's no vision on the Baron.
Do they have the damage to get this done in time?
Cannon Barrage goes down, but they're gonna be able to finish it. Forgotten One's here, unless he can somehow make a steal, but he's not even in range yet. He's trying to get a flash combo going. He sets it off, but it's not enough damage. He's trying to get more. He's trying to chase and let his team arrive, but it's not going to be.
Oh, they are still there. Oasis
are still here. They need to find bags. No, they're going to be caught into the fight, but hostile takeover does go down, but it's not enough damage. God is stuck on the other side of the fight, away from his ADC, away from Muddy. Muddy goes down. Double kill going over Caius. And Forgotten One's gonna pick up the last one. Yeah, I mean, only Bolty ended up channeling his ultimate. Everybody else stopped.
Yeah, they needed to keep running. I don't know how Volty managed to be the one who had the good luck of starting that back first. But yeah, really unfortunate, and it makes the trade considerably less worth, because now if their goal was to stack these dragons, get themselves a soul, they're 5 minutes further back on that. The gold lead is less than what it was previously, even after getting all that gold from the Baron, because there were shutdown gold on players like Glada and Downfall, I believe. So the Baron gold got completely negated. And so now we're going to have to see what Volty can do as the lone holder of Baron buff. It looks like splitting bot is the play. And we're probably just going to kind of see a neutral map state, some just passive farming, because otherwise...
The game is incredibly even right now for 24 minutes in. 12 to 12, the gold lead is almost even.
300.
1 to 2. Towers are about even almost. I think goats might have like a small advantage. Like, no. Yeah, maybe like a one tower up, but Cosmic Silence has repeatedly been ganked on by Glada members of the team, and they're here. TES is trying to find something else, but there's backup, and there comes the Berserk, and Muddy is here to add even more damage. He tries to turn out the downfall, but guys, with his Gore Drinker build, only single item that he has, it's not enough.
I mean, the problem that... I mean, okay. So I think that's a fantastic play for the goats. Really well done. I didn't expect them to be able to make a play like that, getting 2 kills in a pick when there's no actual objectives on the map other than turrets. So you would expect things to hit kind of a lull.
I mean, it was very smart. They had Boltu pushing out that bottom wave, the Baron, and then they while they made the play topside, he rotated mid while bottside was already pushed out. He caught the mid wave, so I mean, almost no farm was lost on one of the main carries to make that play happen.
Yeah, the main thing that Oasis needs to be careful about is the only people on the Oasis roster who have more gold than their counterpart is Gangplank, because Gangplank things, and Marion Cross, who's putting in a good performance on this 3-0 and 4 Aphelios. And the Aphelios was just nowhere near that. Like, they need to make sure they have all 5 members of their team, because in situations like that, I mean, obviously that was a 4v2, and AH just had the numbers, but like, if they want to fight, they need to be aware of the map state, they need to know where their members are. And so far, definitely just Cosmic Silence, and we're seeing it once again here. They're just going for it.
Damage goes out, both ultimates are used up. Cosmic Silence ultimate is gonna take down Downfall. The Alawi incident happens once again.
I believe Cosmic Silence just finished the Hull Breaker, and that's what just happened there.
Years, it's 30 seconds till this Dragon comes up. I mean, Downfall's gonna be up right when it comes up, but now Glad stuck topside trying to defend the tower, but he's incredibly low HP. He needs to go back, and they're not going to be able to contest this Dragon Ball. They're going to have to give it.
Muddy coming up, trying to go for this Alawi.
I mean, that's the only play they can make right now is try to find this kill. And they're going to find it. Glada almost dying.
And that's kind of a problem now. If Downfall can't win those fights versus Cosmic Silence, then I don't think we've seen an actual 1v1 between those two in a long time. It's been pretty constantly Glada showing up, going for these 2v1 fights. Like, you see an item coming in like Frozen Heart on the Vi, and I mean, like, I like it in that it's just armor. Get some damn armor. I would have liked to see a Randuin's between the HP scaling on the Sunfire and the crit reduction. I feel like a Randuin's would have put in more work than this Frozen Heart. But the not having enough damage to take out this Alawi before the healing starts coming in and starts being a problem. Like, you can't put that much resources into that top lane and not get anything out of it.
Yeah, it's extremely interesting because you want, at this point in the game, I mean, you want your Gwen to be the one who's pushing in, who can take the 1v1 into Alawi, and it's just not that, and they're sending Glada up here consistently, and it's not really rewarding them much. I mean, Downfall shouldn't have a problem in these 1v1 situations. I mean, he can force the ultimate, he can kite it out, he has so much more movement than Cosmic does on the Alawi. but it's just not happening, and they're just basically trying to face roll the Alawi, who is much better at that than they are, as they're trying once again to go on the Cosmic Isis here, but it's not exactly a 1 versus 2 situation anymore.
Yeah, once again, Alawi not at the point which they can take a 4v2. There was also the hostile takeover. Oh, the bullet time goes wide.
Yeah. Bullet time's not going to take through. Now, Yumi ult comes down, trying to push back the members of Age Goat from the point. And for some reason, there is a cannon barrage on this Baron. I feel like it could have been better placed, but Ground 1 is just straight pushing the bottom. He has no TP. He has Ignite, so that's the only thing he can do, as his team has to try to stop this Baron attempt from Age Goat. Baron is getting dangerously low, and Caius cannot walk into the choke, and it's just going to be secured.
Now they just need to prevent the disaster of last time. Oh, Muddy.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh no.
Muddy got out. We're not gonna look at that flash cooldown, but Muddy got out.
There is some better pathing to be had there, I can assure you.
Yeah, especially when you're staring down a level 17 Gangplank with the Prowler's Claw finish. Essence Reaver is going back with... I can't actually see how much gold. Okay, Gangplank finished a Collector.
He is the
He's
4 items.
Hurt. Oh, wow. Got an Eye Edge and the finished Collector. My scoreboard might not have been updating for a minute. Yeah, you don't have the ability to flash away from a barrel, so Muddy's got to be absolutely flawless on this positioning.
Forgotten just hates his flash. I swear he does. I just think he used its ultimate bravery. He's just using it off cooldown, but he's starting this fight, and Volty is caught. Full time comes through to try to push back the members away from Volty. Volty does hit the flash out. They're not going to get him. It's the heal from Muddy that's going to continue the fight. Caius going further, but he's getting pushed back. He gets pushed back from his jump. And now the bailouts on the Volty. Volty's looking for more, and all of Age Goat has collapsed into the fight, and it's just a huge win. And now they're pinging mid. They want to try to go for as much as they can. I mean, they got 30-second timers on the next carry that's going to be up, which is Marion. So is this an end angle?
They at least get an inhib if they don't have minions. Okay, they're just getting the minion wave. I think they can look to end. It's 12 seconds till Marion cross. It's going to be a little sketchy, but like, I think you go for it. You have 5, you have a big wave. Yeah.
That's one tower taken down. It's still 2 seconds.
Marion cross
Marion's live. Nexus is going to go down. It's going to be over. Ooh. One fight, 30 minutes into the game, decides the end as Age Goat took the Baron wave straight down mid at their decisive teamfight victory.
They saw blood in their eyes. They saw Volty being a bootless snake, just not able to get out of the way. They popped the Shirelias and went for it. Like, I'm genuinely a little bit mystified at how Volty didn't die. Like, absolutely immortal. Popped the Zonias, the health from the Rylais. Like,
the heal from Muddy.
Yeah. The bullet time wasn't even that good in that instance, but the fight was so split off. Like, Downfall and Glada were up fighting the back line while Caius was still diving forward for Volty. That's super well played team fight for the Goats. Kind of a random time for the game to end, but like, good on them recognizing that they were able to end at that time.
Yep, definitely went for the nail in the coffin right at the end. They had the instinct to finish off the kill as they took down both Nexus towers swiftly and ended the game. And just like how we're going to end our Castle Game 1 by going into a short break. And then we're going to throw it back to Analyst Desk. And then we'll be back on the cast some more. So everybody stay tuned while we get ready to go into Analyst for the next draft.
carry the 5. And see, that is why you build Void Staff versus that enemy team comp. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just helping Shot Duck finish his Rift School homework. They are helping him get through the tough time of being Silver 1. And that way he can get into gold for his tryouts for AH Goat next season. But until then, a big thank you to Rift School for helping Shot Duck with that. But we got to talk about what the heck just happened on our screen, because it was a lot of fights and everything was a little all over the place. Shot Duck and Cole. I think Cole's still here. Craze, you with me?
Sorry,
I didn't just choke on my drink.
Hold on a second. Let me just pour one out for Oasis Maelstrom real quick.
At this point, I'm convinced he's got just a sound effect on cue for a can opening.
He probably. I hope he does, because that's like the third one tonight, and we've been in call for an hour. So, God bless Craze if he's actually drinking all of this. I think we're just ready to go straight into draft. We're just gonna hop into it because we're getting a little bit behind schedule due to technical difficulties. So we're gonna head into draft for game 2. But Shot Duck, give me the short and long. What in the world just happened in game 1, and what do Oasis need to do differently to make it not happen? Because I don't think that was the result they wanted. For how back and forth the game felt, it kind of just ended on a dime.
Yeah. The GOATs decided that they were putting a bunch of their focus into top lane, just trying to shut down Cosmic Silence on split push duty, and it worked. They kept at it. They kept picking off the Alawi. They kept just getting leads off of it and turning that into objectives. They got both Rift Heralds because of their control of the top side of the map. And on the other side, Caius did put a lot of focus onto bot lane, got Marion Cross a good lead. He was 3-0-4, had a bounty for most of the game. But then they didn't really make too many proactive plays, and they just fell behind. Like, their biggest proactive play was forcing their way into the Dragon Pit for the first Cloud Drake. But then the GOATs pulled the bamboozle and took the first Baron. They gave up a god-awful team fight and lost 4 in that Baron. But, and then they got slowly but surely picked off, just continued. It was literally the entire story of the game was how many times can Cosmic Silence get picked off? And the GOATs just made it work.
It definitely felt like it was whenever Cosmic was getting picked off, Oasis wasn't in a position to get anything else on the map. So whether you want to blame that on team communication or on Cosmic or what have you is a whole nother point. But Oasis are switching up their strategies. They say bot lane was our winning formula last time. We're going to double down on that. No more immobile, unsafe 80 carries for you. We're picking the Jhin Pike, but H-Goat is unfazed. It's just going to be the same misfortune for not a pairing.
Unsafe ADC. They picked Jhin, man.
No, I'm talking about the misfortune.
Oh.
They're saying you can't play that without getting punished. We're going to pick Jhin Pike. I'm sorry if that was...
Muddy is a very good misfortune player. It's probably the champion I think of off the top of my head when I see Muddy on the Rift. Made things happen. Top damage in the game was Downfall, but Muddy was right up there with Glada.
Dude, Gnar. Sorry, I saw him.
The Gnar...
my favorite champion.
Gnar Yorick top lane. I guess Cosmic Silence likes the split pushers.
I'm going to keep it up. Going to try and bring more attention to him.
Sounds like he was born in the Hullbreaker meta. He just never let it go.
One way or another, he'll find a way onto a Hullbreaker champion. This one's going to have a lot more split push threat to it, but also it's going to be even more vulnerable than the Alawi. That Alawi has more chances to turn things around, and GOAT definitely respected the Alawi, bringing ample members each time. The question is if with more split pushing power, maybe it will allow Oasis to get more done on the map. It's hard to say. A lot of crowd control being picked in their bottom half. However, Zach joins the fray. It seems they're really setting up Forgotten One for a big carry pick here with a massive supporting cast.
It's just one thing I worry about is that, like, last game, Oasis almost rarely ever pulled the trigger out of jungle. Caius almost never started a fight. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I found you, and I'm ulting the person with that flash, and then we're falling. It was like, for
It's why'd you
like
put that in the mouse?
dude? Because how the fuck are you supposed to get in your apartment if you don't have a key?
Oh, I fucking hate you.
Whoever's drafting for Oasis is literally just allergic to AP.
Coco, message me who's winning. Who do I tell him's winning?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we
shit,
can. How
yes.
you doing, buddy?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah, just like
we
how
made fun of
Pop-Tart
Pop-Tart.
started time draft in our fucking league crash. Wow, you on Windows 95, man?
Yo.
Windows 95? I'm gonna put this picture in staff line.
Oh, fuck's sakes, dude.
Why is the flash on, man?
Alright, God bless. Hope you get into fucking games then. Okay.
You are in game? Okay, cool. Man, I got kind of excited to go get a beer, but now you're back.
Just run.
No, I can't open a beer on my own. I need my wife's help because my fucking wrist is still fucked up.
Oh, gross.
I wonder if Pop-Tart was streaming to Discord when it crashed hers too. Ooh.
Holy shit.
Is it like the Discord connection with Titan? Because I know there's like Discord login to the site.
Fucking Christ, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. That was my last one. I don't have any more. I ran out. I only had a 12-pack, man.
Right, alright.
I drank like 6 the other night.
Go live, motherfucker. Just once you're all synced up. And
No, Shanta needs to go get his beer, man.
Alright. I'm coming back. Give me a second. You're in the back.
No, dude! What the fuck? Rapper Fetty Wap jailed after alleged FaceTime death threat? Man, don't do that to my boy. Boy Fetty Wap. Only 1738. God, please just let this be a fucking... Please don't let you go to 3, man.
Fuck yeah, I can open a beer with one hand. Let's go. Yes.
Matt, are you there?
Hello? Yeah, I'm at 10 seconds.
I'm here.
11, 12, 13.
Timeline has already ruined me.
I'm ready.
Yeah, week 13, 2023. Got it all down.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right, and welcome back onto Summoner's Rift for game number 2 of Oasis Maelstrom versus HGO.
Oh, Muddy.
A little bit of trolling has already happened. Muddy gets flashed onto and hooked in the bot side, and he goes down.
That was 3 flashes and an ignite. All right. Honestly, big props to Muddy for not flashing. Like, they had committed so much resources to that, like, sure, fine. It's just gonna happen.
Minions have spawned.
Oh. I mean, that's an exciting start to the game. We wanted to see Oasis be more proactive, get more stuff done. And, oh, we've got to stare down at red buff. Cosmic Silence. This is starting early. Am I? Can you hear me?
Y'all are live, by the way. They can hear you.
I can't hear Craze. Is it just me? Oh.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Just came out of a time paradox. It's my first time. What is this game? Oh, League of Legends? Okay, we're back. Shut up, we're back.
Whew. Yeah. I don't even know if stream saw the 2 kills that happened, or what's going on. But 2 kills happened. Oasis is playing
Cosmic is
like
trying
they
to
mean
die
it.
solo topside. What?
Now
So is
Glada's in a
Glada.
bad place.
Glada thought he could walk in because he had the pressure, but I mean, Forgotten just gave up his whole wave to walk there and help Gaius.
Hey, but that's like it's not the worst because we saw that.
Uh-oh,
bot lane.
Pop-Tart's in big trouble. One more auto's gonna take her down. They're so low bottom, but Buddy can't find the kills.
Oh god, Muddy has no summoners left. They're both so low. I feel like a single double up could kill them both. Oh,
Uh-oh, he gets rooted. Oh, he gets pulled, Buddy, no! Buddy!
oh,
He died. That's a guy.
big ol' ripperino. And my scoreboard is not updating. Let me refresh. Jesus. Yeah. Third death in 4 minutes for Muddy. The game is not going particularly well in bot. And I mean, that's where Oasis was probably gonna put their focus. That's where they.
And now, I mean, there's no flashes. There's no dash on Etza. Somebody's gonna die here. It's gonna
Okay.
be Etza. Etza saves. Etza gives his life for his ADC there. Marion says, "Thank you very much."
I mean, I like it because Marion has the shutdown gold, so it eases the snowball on Glada. Like we've seen how horrific a game can get when Diana gets ahead. I like the play. I wonder, because Pyke is such a slippery champion, if the Pyke would have been able to get away without sacrificing themselves for Marion, but like, alright. So it's 5 minutes. Oasis has themselves about 1,000 gold lead. And we have an invade on the red side of the goats. And Volti is going back, but does have teleport, has no mana.
Mr. Shotdog,
Yes.
it appears that with my internet cutting out, that my game is just paused on spectate. Can you use Discord stream for me, so I can watch the game through your stream?
Yes, I can. Stream League of Legends. Go live.
Yep, my game is completely frozen. So, rest in peace. But all right, thank you. That
It's a fun night for us here.
Actions. Now you can see what we're talking about here.
Yes. I mean, you can see where Glada is trying to keep up the same game plan from the first game, heavily invading, trying to just bully Caius, and it's not working quite as well.
Another disaster in
Pop-Tart.
bot lane. Pop-Tart's burning out. It is not bot lane's game right now. Oh my god, it instant flash in by Downfall. Very nice
Alright.
solo bolo in the top side.
I was wondering when that was going to happen, because Downfall hit level 6 before Cosmic Silence, and I was waiting for some aggressive action.
Uh-oh.
Volti's got the...
Oh! The Nethergraphs come in. There it comes, but he's going to get pulled out a bit for the rope for Etza. And Gladys stunned, he can't do anything to help out. Volti's just going to be taken down, but Downfall's rotated. He's here now to help his teammate. Etza's trying to finish off the kill. He does finish it off, and he's going to get out with the flash himself.
Oh, Pike feels so unfair sometimes.
Meanwhile, Dragon does actually get picked up by Oasis here.
Heart's still level 3. Okay, literally, this was my life. I played support the other day. I was telling you in Django, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some Janna gameplay. And then I was playing into an aggressive bot lane like this, and suddenly I was level 3, they were level 5, level 6, and I was just like, oh, holy shit, how am I supposed to exist? And that's kind of where Pop-Tart's at right now. I'm not quite sure how Pop-Tart continues existing on the Rift, and the 5 deaths in bot lane are kind of echoing that sentiment.
Yeah, not exactly where you want to be this early into the game. Especially bottom lane, especially against a Pyke, especially against champions that can snowball so hard like Jhin and Pyke. As Pop-Tart has to flash away once again, almost dying for the 3rd time.
Whew. The hook into whatever Jhin W is called has been just...
Deadly Flourish.
Okay. That's kind of a sweet name for an ability. I like it.
Yeah. Just think of like some edgy names. Jin's probably got them.
But we've got a bloody game. They're going for a lot of fighting here. 10 kills, 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
I mean, Etza is just everywhere right now, and he lands the hook. I'm surprised that I didn't see an ultimate come out there from Forgotten One. But Glada's here. It's a on Forgotten One, trying to get out, but he's going to get slain there by Glada. But now top side, that leaves room for a gank up here. Downfall's trying to kite this out. He's trying to get away, but it's a flash on top of him. He's got to be taken down here. Rest in peace, Gnar.
That's what happens with a mini Gnar.
Glada's now in a fight for the buff. Does pick it up because he has the smite ability. But he's got to be careful here. But he does pick up the shutdown. But now the 4th shot's counted down. Curtain Call actually going to come out here. I can't see where he's aiming, but I'm sure he's landing something. But Pop-Tart's here for the backup, getting everybody out to safety.
I could see what directed camera was trying to do. Like, Marion Cross was the, like, focus of the action. Like, he was doing the thing. But, like, right, please, show where the shots are going.
I prefer to see what the thing is being done to than the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Control-Shift-Z moment.
Oh, I'm totally, like, actually a bit zoomed out. But,
whew. Yeah, no, I just Control-Shift-Z and I zoom out so far. I like to see things develop around the map. I'll like shift out enough to where like not like that, but like where I could probably like that. Yeah, I do normally around that.
Yeah.
It's like watching League of Legends Mini. Oh, Pop-Tart gets pulled. A lot of damage. Deadly Flourish is going to land, and that's going to be the ultimate. It's not going to execute, but it's going to put her burning out to the bailout, and she's going to go down. So Pyke ult successfully stopped from resetting, but didn't stop the kill from happening in the first place, as Glada is here. But there's not a kill opportunity unless that kill opportunity is onto Glada. Over the walls, Kai'Sa, he finds the Moonfall, but not enough that the grass goes down onto Kai'Sa. But can they finish off the kill? Going into the blob form, Voltzy doesn't exactly have what's considered a lot of damage here.
Oh, Voltzy. Is this the hero moment?
The Malefic Visions get past. The Space Herpes has not reached the directed target.
Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit too early. The damage from Malzahar isn't there. Like, you can see the blobs burning down with, like, even one more component item. He might have had the damage to pop both Edza and Kai'Sa at that moment, but...
Downfall trying to push Cosmic into tower range, but not quite there, but still getting a lot of good damage off. But he's going to turn back into Mini here in just 1 second. He's going to be in a lot more trouble. As the smallest Zac ever known to man comes out, and there is the last breath coming through. Forgotten One trying to finish off, but Glada's looking for a different kill on his side. Does pick that one up, and now he's turning focus on the Forgotten One. Can Forgotten One outplay Red Smite? Is it possible? It looks like he's doing it. He's got so much damage, and Glada goes down just barely. Red Smite wasn't strong enough for him.
Yeah, Red Smite can't make up for a 2-level advantage.
Oh, Lord dear heavens. Flashes are coming out. The boomerangs are getting thrown. I don't think anyone's going to die. Oh,
he's
there's
going
a rock!
Oh.
It's not far enough. Just need a little bit more length on my rock, I guess.
We're keeping this PG-13. But, Good grief, we're at 18 kills, 12 minutes, and this really is... It feels like these 50-50 plays, these close encounters are starting to just get decided by the extra gold that Oasis has. That the plays started going well from the beginning. Edsa just absolutely dominating the map. And things just are getting that little bit worse into a little bit worse. And
yeah,
now
I just said, screw bot lane. I'm going anywhere else.
Yeah.
Dominated the bot lane, went mid, made Voltzy's life not so fun.
Oh. And they've got so many plates at this point. They took down mid turret with the help of the Rift Herald. Top lane has lost 3 plates so far. That's absolutely bonkers. Having a 6k gold lead at 13 minutes is actually genuinely ridiculous.
Pop-Tart.
God,
in trouble. The ult comes out. Rest in peace. Pop-Tart has just been converted into a debit card.
You'd think Pop-Tart stole Edsa's lunch money or something with just how hardcore that focus
bullet
is.
time. Actually gonna whip there, but the kill is still picked up by Glada. I mean, he's picking up these shutdowns left and right off of Edsa.
It really does seem like, from what we saw in game 1 and what we've seen in the past with the GOATs, is Glada is the primary carry with this team.
Downfall. The wall's not gonna land. Kenny can
almost has Mega.
Turn. Has Mega, has the ultimate. I mean, Forgotten One barely lives and he gets the flash out. That is incredibly unlucky for Downfall. Almost turns that into...
That's so heartbreaking. And Forgotten One rushed a Bork.
Uh-oh, Muddy. American Sniper. Muddy, no!
Oh.
He goes down. Gets absolutely blopped on.
I'm not like an anime edgelord, but is Bork optimal? Is Bork like the first item to go on Yasuo? Because I feel like that seems weird.
So Bork is incredibly broken. Needs a nerf desperately, I believe.
Fair.
So builds have been kind of rising up where Bork is a really strong first item. A lot better than like getting one of the crit mythics. Because it'll just give you a lot more damage overall, a lot of more DPS. And a lot of times, like Yone and especially Yone was going like Bork into like Sunfire build.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Bork is just incredibly strong right now. Like Bork Sunfire is just like your, Nasher Sunfire. Like it's. But obviously he's not going to go for Sunfire here. I mean the nerfs and everything, Yasuo moment. But I do believe that Bork is pretty strong, so I don't see a problem really with building, especially against a lot of HP.
Fairly squishy team. That's the problem I have with it. That other than Downfall, it's a very squishy team. Ooh.
You like Bork is getting into people with HP, not really a lot of armor as the fight's breaking down, and a nice double Yasuo ult there, and now Downfall, no Mega anywhere near in sight. And their bot lane's finally showing up. The bullet time's going to come through, but the damage is just a little bit lacking. Forgotten One slides through, but he's going to give over shutdown. But Edsa is going to start printing money here. We failed the money printing check, but still got the kill. Triple kill for Edsa. He's quite strong. I believe that says 8 kills down there.
Yeah, 8, 3, and 6 on the Jhin. That's fairly bonkers. I mean, just the duo of Edsa and Forgotten One completely dominated that fight. The GOATs don't actually have anything to follow up on Glada getting a super good Diana ult. Like, that was a really clean dash-in 3-man Diana ult. Like, if they had the Yasuo, that's just a free team fight in that moment. But instead, they've got Gnar, who I'm pretty sure was mini in that moment, and they've got Malzahar, who has E, maybe pressed Q. Pop-Tart whiffed the hostile takeover there. Muddy did come and get a good amount of damage. Doesn't have any items, because he's won 5-1, so God bless the boy, he did what he could, but that's just not much at this point. It's 11k gold lead.
This is just
18 minutes.
like a Fiesta turned Slaughter. Vlada's burning out now, and there's no kill in sight, so he's going to be shut down. And there goes Pop-Tart, and it is just Oasis Maelstrom storming over HGO right now.
Yeah, I don't even know how to try to be like
I mean, it's a slaughter
optimistic for the goats. Yeah,
It's a slaughter right now.
we're at 13k gold lead at 18.5 minutes. The item
The biggest
lead
problem,
is...
Shot Duck, I don't have any more cans to open. But I'm gonna need some copium after this match.
Blue team's
It is.
You used all your
like,
cans for comedic effect.
I mean, this is really rough for goats right now. Especially, I mean, the first game was incredibly close on both sides, and then now this one's just being a total blowout.
red team.
I feel like the goats need some more damage in their comp. Like game 1, they had the Cassiopeia to do
Well, I
just
feel like
a ton of damage.
You're lacking so much damage, also because I mean the state of how bot lane went down this game.
True, but like bot lane didn't go. Okay, bot lane was an absolute unmitigated disaster.
Money doesn't
Like,
even have an item yet.
Yeah, bot lane wasn't great in game 1 either. It wasn't this bad, but it definitely wasn't good. But just like the amount of just absolute like massacre that happened in bot lane, it isn't comparable to how game 1 went.
Yeah, you know, bot lane wasn't crazy for Goat game 1 as the fight breaks down. Looks like Forgotten One went a little bit too far deep. I mean, there's still a tower there, buddy. TP'ing to the Zac Bomb to keep him alive.
That doesn't work anymore, right? Zac respawned while the TP was still channeling.
Yeah, no, because he can't kill the blob, so he's gonna respawn. It works.
Oh god.
As the sniper shots go down, I mean, the difference between game 1 and game 2 in bot lane is that if you go down in bot lane, there isn't a pike with 8 kills coming out, as Muddy does actually pick up the shutdown answer, which is pretty huge. 800 gold consumed into the bot.
Yeah.
But
If the game was gonna last more than 5 more minutes, I mean, Muddy gets mythic finally. 20 minutes.
let's go. The
Alright,
20
so they
minute
didn't lose-
eclipse.
They didn't lose the game right here and now. Like, even if they drag this game out to 40, 45 minutes, is there a winning angle?
I don't know.
It's okay to say no. I know you own this team.
I don't know. No, honestly, I don't know. It really just depends on how the team fight goes down. Because obviously, if they can find the carries, if they can get a good Gnar ult, a good Moonlight, Nether Grass for carry, and it not get cleansed or something, I mean, obviously something could happen here. But all forces have now confirmed that Nether Grass, Forgotten One, might have just forgotten his outplay as Volchi took it away.
Okay. I mean, this is how the goats actually got stuff done in game 1. Just having these giant roaming gank squads that, like, suddenly you think you're in a normal situation.
Looks like Vlada found Marian's gonna force it to flash and then like this come down.
Marion's a 1,000 gold pinata, so if someone can get on to this Jhin
Guys,
and
pop
make
the
it stick,
carry.
like, yeah, it's not a revelation. Pop the 80 carry and can get stuff done. But, like, there's real, genuine incentive to murder this Jhin. Oh. The Baron Sneak getting kind of difficult because Cosmic Silence just has the Maiden going around.
Oh no! Pop-Tart just gets executed from a mile away. Shutdown goes over. Gladys fighting, but Gladys going to be turned into money as well. And the ultimate comes out, the curtain call, trying to find some more slackers. Looks like everyone's going to make it out for now.
I don't have my Twitch chat window open right now, but we saw a lot of Edza copy pasta coming out tonight. I hope you guys are all still there, because this is that coming to fruition, right? This is if Edza has a million fans, I am one of them. Absolutely bonkers game.
Betsa has $1 million. I hope I'm getting some of that Pike ult money. How much money does he have?
A ton of gold?
How much more does he have than...
Almost double Pop-Tart's gold. And the Baron's going down. It would be an absolute blowout in terms of gold if it wasn't for Glada. Like, Glada has a competitive amount of gold, but it's just not enough. And the problem is, you look at this Abyssal Haven team, and the problem they have is with Voltzi's schedule, he usually can't play game 3s, so they are forced to play with a substitute mid laner, which Voltzi's technically a substitute on the roster sheet, but Voltzi got the 1,000 gold there. That's kind of a moral victory if I've ever seen one. But 1,000 gold for the Nexus, probably not worth. I mean, it's a moral victory, especially if Voltzi has to leave for the evening after that. But, just a real rough game. From minute 1, where Oasis came in with the invade, getting the kill on Muddy, and just absolutely snowballed from there. So we're going to throw it to a brief break. You guys can watch some commercials, and we'll be right back with Django and the some analysis to get into game 3.
Welcome back from our shortest long break here on Titan Esports. We are coming back into the draft for game number 3 of AH versus Oasis Maelstrom. We are back with AH on the red side, Oasis on the blue side, and we're going to have some interesting drafts, right, Shotdog?
Yeah, the drafts are so interesting. They lost us Django Ultimus. He decided he couldn't do a game 3, much like Voltzy, who has been replaced by IQ of a Coconut. So for the first time in this season, Titan Draft is actually right for the GOATS lineup.
Yeah, Django just left to do his Summoner School homework, so.
Is it Summoner School or Rift School?
Rift School, my bad. You know, he's doing his homework. Being perma-stuck in Platinum is just really rough for him, so he's doing some homework right now while we get to have all the fun and watch this draft play out.
Like, we didn't leave ourselves much time to analyze, because, like, what in the world do you even analyze with that game? It was such just a snowball, and the massacre in bot lane, and there's a Pyke ban. Thank God that Pyke ban just came through, because the GOATs looked like they had never seen Pyke on the Rift before, with how Edsa just ran over the game.
Pyke is, you know, the known counter to e-girls such as Pop-Tart. Absolutely just displaced bot lane. just swept straight through the bot lane for H Goat, and so now we have it banned, and we're looking for brighter futures.
Shockingly, other than that, none of the other bans have been adapted, like, for what's going on in the game. It's still the immediate Yone ban. Oasis have kept their bans consistent through all 3 games, banning out Glada's, Graves, and Wukong. I mean, it feels like kind of stubbornness. But I mean, I guess it worked for Oasis, so who am I to talk? We've got a first pick set, which feels like a trap, but like, how often do you see set outside of top lane these days?
Oh, sometimes I see him in ARAM.
True.
The Jhin we're all familiar with comes back.
Yeah, can the Jhin be as successful without a Pyke is a big question. That Pyke was a big part of the success of that bot lane.
Shotdog, you ruined it. You're supposed to say, can the Jhin win again?
Punch first. Ask questions.
Can the
while
Jhin
punching.
win again?
Look how good that sounds. It flows so well.
Well, now I'm just mad.
So
Oh my lord, the Zac gets banned.
I don't know why the Zac gets banned when the Sejuani's already picked, but I guess the Sejuani could maybe go in top lane, but seeing what Cosmic Silence has been playing so far, I doubt Sejuani's in his champ pool. So that feels interesting, especially because the Zac wasn't like... The Zac wasn't a massive difference maker in that last game. Like, Zac came in and made stuff happen after the Pyke already broke it all open.
Yasuo ban.
And the hardcore focus on Downfall by Oasis, banning out the Gwen, banning out the Gnar.
They don't want him to play anything he's played previously.
And we've got a Fiora. That's some spice. I like a spicy Fiora pick. I know if Django were here, rest his soul, he would be excited about a Fiora pick.
And there's a Renekton.
What is this, 2017?
I hope so. Take me back to the good days. It's always the same part.
Yeah. It
Red
happens
side,
exactly
last
the
pick.
same time. Shit. You're on Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh, yeah, because the stream is coming off a remote machine. Gotcha. All right, all right, all right.
Welcome back to Titan Esports, the best league of all time, Divinity League. It is game number 3, AH Go versus Oasis Maelstrom, and it's time, Shot Duck. It is time to settle all the chips. We're playing for blood. We're playing for money. We're playing for titles. We're playing for the damn interview.
Ooh, yes, there has been some jockeying back and forth to see who gets to do this interview. And the goats have promised to get the channel banned, and I am going to be shocked if someone does that before I do.
Okay, look at that. Look at that. That's getting targeted in bot lane, but a little bit of a root into the Piltover Peacemaker.
This set support is really interesting because you can see they kind of want to do the same like lockdown game plan as game 1 or game 2, but instead of picking a hyper mobile champ like Pike, they picked a Juggernaut who is going to walk at you menacingly.
I just feel like this feels so bad. If you're set support, you're completely outranged. You can get dashed away from by Caitlyn. It's really hard to walk into Morgana, and even if you do land something, you can just get it black shielded. As Downfall is just committing trade fucking like Dominion over Cosmic here. Gets absolutely styled on with all the vitals getting procced. And Cosmic has Ignite, by the way.
Ooh. I mean, it's kind of the meta. That's been what Cosmic's been doing, right? Cosmic hasn't taken
Yeah, but I mean, he
any
just ate so much damage.
And it was kind of a weird trade because you can see where like they're trying to mind game the parry timing, but at one moment their Cosmic just kind of hit stop and didn't cast any spells because I think Downfall was trying to predict the Q with the parry and Cosmic was trying to not get parried. And so just ate a ton of damage from, you said, all the vitals.
What feels so bad about this match is even if you're Renekton and you dash in and you try to bait the stun, right? If Yor just presses parry and you dash again, and you get hit by that parry, your attack speed is negative. As that's instantly flashes forward, trading his flash for Muddies.
I just realized
the problem is GLaDOS here, and his jungler is not. A nice flash from Downfall.
I don't know what the bug was with LCS or pro play and like instant revives happening. Wasn't there some situational stuff with Hex Flash?
I have no clue. I think Hex Flash was bugged.
Yeah, there was something bugged about Hex Flash. Oh, Downfall.
Downfall finds first blood. Can he get out? Has a vital to get himself a little bit of safety. Gonna get stunned up here. Gonna get the dash away. I mean, the strike.
Oh, that was almost so good. I was ready to be a Downfall fan in that moment if he got out. Do you think he gets out of that if instead of trying to run away, he uses the Q cooldowns to go for more vitals and get the healing and just fight Caius?
I have no idea. I mean,
I've heard you're a Fiora gamer.
Once or twice. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely would have been close either way. As Muddy just leaves the game for a quick second. He doesn't want to play anymore.
We did hear that there was a pause. That's where we saw Pop-Tart in Twitch chat. And I think we're not going to get any of that in Spectate because we're just
a
very
root
far
in mid
behind.
lane. Glad it doesn't land the Vault Breaker. That's my boy Coconut right there, missing every skill shot. Oh, 6 is hit.
Yeah, level 4 to level 6 in top.
Only gets 1 vital. Downfall is kind of clinicking right now, and Glad is here, but there is a ward.
I just realized my scoreboard's been bugged for a while. It is working now, and you should be able to see stuff on stream as well.
Glad is still here, still getting his great camp on. Definitely down a lot of farm to the Sejuani.
Yeah. Honestly, really interesting choice going for the Executioners calling first item on this Vi. I could see it more so in game 1 where there was the Yumi, but like the only healing there is to stop right now is the Renekton Q. So that feels just like a not good use of money. But we'll see. I mean, they're still kind of counting on having that hardcore
Caius is
carry.
here, but immediately eats a Dark Binding.
Okay, the spell effects on the Star Nemesis Morgana skin are really sweet.
Uh-oh, Pop-Tart's getting jumped onto here. Has the Black Shield, though. Trying to do a little thing, but top side. Oh, no!
God.
Killed. Wait, what does he die to? Died to air? What happened?
That must have been minion autos or something.
Well, Cosmic dies to air. Champion, unfortunately, has a deadly disease and goes down. But bot side, a nice shuffle
Okay.
into the tower. Looks like somebody forgot to call a roam.
Okay, that was pretty sweet from Forgotten One. Going like over the walls, seeing the angles. I like that. That's some quality Azir gameplay.
As we have First Dragon getting taken down here, Caius getting a little bit low. He's going to have to trade off with his mid laner, tank that one up. So they're not so incredibly low, but Coconut is here, but can't really find the range to attempt to do anything sneaky with the dragon.
In my heart, he just threw out the fadeaway visions of Empire and stole the dragon that was going down so slowly.
Well, then everybody hailed him a hero, and he remembered his glory days, and he came back and was actually good at League of Legends again. Oh, sorry. Maybe we were seeing two different things.
No, I believe in the legend.
A little bit of trouble.
Ooh.
Sejuani comes through. He has to flash out and pop his own to gain extra HP there. Not exactly where you want to be for Mr. Nut. But Downfall, look at himself. I mean,
still has a little bit of a
problem. Has the damage, finds the kill. The grand duel ends with the death of a crocodile. Big ups, Steve Irwin. Rest in peace.
Oh. Yeah. Top lane, they kind of need to do something about here because Cosmic Silence.
I mean, Gladys here in the jungle pushing off Caius from his buff. Obviously, we all know why he's going to win 1v1 here.
And Gladys gets the blue buff. With all the like disrespect in the world, just managing to get the blue buff. Like at least if Caius had pulled the buff off of that, maybe it would have been okay.
Keeps trying to make plays in bot lane and just meets a bind. And that's what we kind of talked about. Like, how do you play set when you have to walk at the enemy team? And they have Morgana. Well, I guess you just flash, I guess.
Yeah, whenever flash is off cooldown.
Just flash off cooldown. Yeah.
God, these black shields have been shutting down so much, too. Like, we saw...
It feels really bad for Edsa. Yeah.
And I appreciate the attempts to make plays here. Like, it's exactly what we saw in game 2.
He tries to go for the face breaker, but rooted once again.
Oh, but Forgotten One's here.
Through. But no, Forgotten One's here. Pop-Tart went in to try to find a kill, finds a root. The curtain call comes out. It's 2 picked up again, unfortunately.
Caius showed up to clean up Muddy. And that seems to be the game plan. Send 4 people down bot.
I just really think they need to start doing the opposite on the side of map for H-Goat. I mean, if they need to start responding to these plays that Oasis Maelstrom are dishing out, because right now there's no response besides Coconut right-clicking tower, which is not going so well. As Glada comes to try to catch bot wave, but he's going to go down as well. Oh.
Like, why opt into the...
Coconut picks up a solo kill in the mid lane.
Not just a solo kill, a nice shutdown onto Caius. I don't know why Glada goes into a 3v1. Like, okay, you've got the tower, but it's still a 3v1 in that situation. What's the benefit?
That's
the one thing that's got me worried.
We're doing
for... What?
Uh-oh. Hex Flash. Black shielded, though. Glad I was just doing it for the bind, sir.
Yeah.
He was
It's
having a little bit of fun.
It's kind of got me worried for the goats. Like, otherwise the game is going fairly well. They're down 1,600 gold at this moment. But like, normally how their games go, it's Glada being a super hard carry, getting ahead, getting
Kai's
stuff
top
done.
side, waiting in the bush, trying to fight downfall. He has the parry, though. Has the lunge, gets himself away from both the dashes, breaking a little bit of ankles here top side.
It's a level 10 Fiora to a level 8 Renekton and a 7
The boys have
Sejuani.
arrived. I mean, Downfall's got to know that Forgotten One's got to be nearby. I mean, they all got to be nearby because, I mean, look how far away Marion is playing from his tower.
And they
know
rotated
that
Coconut
Forgotten
up too, interestingly.
Coconut just needs to not die here. Do not die here.
Yeah, literally just...
Forgotten One wants him, though.
I mean, Coconut probably could have just taken plates and
I mean, they're
mid
TPing
for
back
free.
in topside.
Oh, they're going for this. Well,
Coconut's
they
still
want to
here.
keep him distracted to keep the push up in bot lane. Marion Cross is...
Well, I mean, they're
alone
all have to
there.
back now. I mean, Dragon's respawning right now. If Goat's bot side just fall back to this Dragon, it should be theirs. So,
Yeah, looks like that's exactly what's happening. Goats are going for the dragon. Everyone else is going back, resetting, coming back to figure out what the map state's at. This is just going to even up the dragon score 1-1. What do we have? Infernal Rift. Okay.
did we get 3 different rifts each game? It's got to be the
I don't
first
remember
time
what
ever
game
in
1
Florida
was.
history. Believe it was Clown.
Oh, Caius Casares with the Batman ult on Sejuani.
How long were you waiting? How long were you waiting for that? How long were you waiting to shit talk Batman? You saw the Sejuani and spent such out that you're waiting for them to whiff and call it a Batman ult, huh?
Oh, I mean, so they end up getting a whole lot of nothing. That was resources and time that Oasis spent trying to get stuff done in bot lane, and
Somebody needs to save Cosmic from like eternal suffering.
I don't think they're gonna. I think
Why did
Downfall
we
at
pick
this point.
Renekton into Fiora? This was a choice, by the way. They chose this. Enza's here topside, but he's gonna get spotted by the ward. Downfall wants to fight because Gladys here as well. Enza has no flash. We just saw him channel Hex Flash. He's gonna go down here. Oh, he gets over the wall by showstopping over the wall, but to no one's avail, he does go down because he's carrying one of the guys he's trying to kill him with him. But it was a good step.
That was kind of sweet. Didn't have the Hex Flash available, so uses the ult to get over the wall. Didn't save his life, but I like it. It was creative. Whew.
As we see, Coconut failed the Swain combo there.
I mean, Coconut has a level advantage. I don't know why
he's landing
not going
the
for this
stairs.
fight.
He's going.
Yeah.
I mean, this stopwatch is stopping no one. Forgotten One's trying to kite it out, trying to get away. Buddy flashed on at mid lane. Once again, this poor man, Etza, will not stop flashing on top of him. Forgotten One is burning down slowly. I think he just ate a cookie to keep alive or something. He's corrupting potted, I think, to try to keep alive. He's got to go down eventually.
Okay, yeah, he's not going for the jungle. He might be able to get the execute. It's been so long. If he gets an execute...
He's gonna die. Eventually, right?
If he gets the execute, Coconut will actually be raging.
He executed.
In this. Yep, he executed.
He's raging. In mid lane, they're losing the fight. Pop-Tart goes down. Here comes Glada.
Oof. I mean, Caitlyn's not strong, even like a little. This is, once again, Muddy doesn't even have a mythic. Is one of few people that don't. Oh, Gladys trying.
Muddy did not get the luck of downfall being able to play into the best matchup. Muddy got flashed on several times, and now Muddy is in a bit of trouble, kiting away from Coconut, who's trying to come help him out, but it's all he can do. The fleet footwork's going to hit him a little bit here. They're trying to turn the fight around on the KS, but caught out. Might be Bearing Crow. No, Glada sidesteps the Diddly Flourish. Nicely done. Ace in the hole comes through, but I'm pretty sure it gets blocked there. Second Rift now onto the mid tower again. Looks like a repeat. A nice root by Coconut, though. He pops the ultimate. He's ready. He's running forward.
Doesn't get the demon flare, though.
But he pushes them off the tower. So they do get the mid tower here. Glada's... Please don't do
so
it.
Badly wants to dive.
He wants to go. Glada is hungry.
And all of that action in top lane, all of that misery of Cosmic Silence's life was pre-Sunderer. Downfall just finished a Divine Sunderer, which feels like this matchup is just getting worse and worse because Cosmic Silence stuck on just
you are winning the 1v1 before. Now your enemy opponent has Divine Sunder. That's a rip.
I mean, at this point, if you're the Renekton, do you just give up and start building full tank and say, at least you can soak damage?
1 second stun bot that also roots you in place. That's pretty much all you can do here. It's so hard for Renekton to function into a team comp like this. He's never going to do enough damage to pressure Coconut, but he has to be in Coconut's range. He's never going to be in range of Muddy. Even if he is, Pop-Tart has a black shield, so he has to have rage to pop that to get a stun off. It's just a really, really bad game for Renekton. There's not many good ones, and this isn't one.
Oh, Muddy gets
We'll have
rooted.
to see if Downfall is looking for a TP into this fight here, pushing up Cosmic, who's only has to ignite. Cosmic is actually backing.
They don't
Dragon
have
gets
many
pulled.
great wards for this teleport. They're definitely looking for it.
Curtain Call comes out right away. Coconut soaks the first shot. A nice glacial. And Downfall's just TPing right on top of them. They want to fight. Forget the dragon. Glad you can manage that on your own. They want the fight. They're looking for Etza. Coconut wears out, but they do get Etza. Downfall does pick that one up.
Oh my god.
They lose the dragon, though, but they're going to get 2 kills off of it. A lot of Blast Code gameplay. The stun lands. Downfall's still going, but he's got to be careful here because he's all by himself. He's got to kite back to his teammates. But Glada now burning a little bit low. Pop-Tart's here. They don't have the ultimates. Coconut trying to dish out damage. Pop-Tart actually picks that one up. Muddy trying to get into the action. Trying to dish out. The Dark Binding barely misses Forgotten when they're trying to find Cosmic underneath the tower now. But I feel like they have to call it quits eventually here.
They're playing on kind of a knife's edge here, but it's not even gold difference. We're seeing a lot of XP difference come in. That Downfall just has. I mean, Downfall has a massive item and XP lead, but it's these little differences, and this is what snowballed so hard in Game 2, where the little differences led into bigger fights like this, where some poor choices get made, and it just gets worse from there. And now we're seeing the gold lead for the Goats starting to get up there. I would have loved to see them stop damaging the dragon as soon as Caius jumped into the pit. Like, I thought it looked like they were focusing the dragon, but the dragon health bar just kept going down. Someone was still hitting the dragon, which let it get into steal range. It's really unfortunate, because otherwise that was a wildly successful play for the whole gang. But Caius coming in with kind of a hero play there, salvaging a messy situation. And now it's 20 minutes. Baron's on the map, but I can't see either of these teams going for a sneaky Baron. Neither of them are particularly fast about it. And it's very even map state, which when we had Game 1, when it was a very even map state, the Goats had calm, cool, collected shot calling and just map rotations and team fighting, and they were able to get it done.
I am surprised that Coconut it has a Seeker's Arm Guard, but I wonder if he's just sitting on that and he's going to build rallies, or is he just saving rallies for next game? I feel like that's a pretty vital part of the champion of Sway.
Yeah, I don't know why build the Seeker's Arm Guard as the first component of the Zonias. Oh, Cosmic Silence.
Oh, Muddy.
Oh.
Coconut's TPing in, though, to see if they can get something done, but they're still outnumbered. They have to buy time. Downfall coming in now. Glada's waiting on the wings, coming back into the fight. They're trying to extend it, but it's not going to. And how many of Coconut's ults have just fallen flat as people will just see him popping and walk away?
Yep. Yeah, and that's Rylai's difference right there. Like, people just walking away, just scattering. Yeah, some poor positioning from Muddy, some misfortune. But just
I really want to see Goat switch up their laning options here. I don't think Downfall should be matching this Azir.
No, because Downfall has no way to get onto the Azir and stick on to it.
Oh my lord.
I mean, just no one's matching.
Criminally insane, just flashing off cooldown.
No one's matching Cosmic Silence here. He is just getting free XP.
Oh no, don't let the Renekton free farm. He's going to go crazy. Root lands. And that's going to be a kill. That's why we put the Coconut mid right there, baby.
Is this a Baron angle? Is this what we're seeing right now?
Renekton's not there. It has no TP. This might be the downside. Farming for late game as Renekton. Your team goes down. Now the purple worm is started.
Downfall goes back to base.
Yep, he has
matching Cosmic.
If his team needs him.
Eds is here. Eds is looking for it.
Has the showstopper though. Has the Hex Flash.
I am ready for some silly looking
Cosmic is in a little bit of trouble.
Stealing a Baron. God, this is dying so slowly. Okay.
Baron goes over. Oh, forgot one comes in, trying to make a hero type play, catch them while they're backing, but he just goes down.
Yo, Cosmic Silence actually got out.
He did get out. He made it to his team.
And they're going to get a third dragon off of this. So we are actually looking at a Dragon Soul win condition for Oasis, because this is buffed dragons. Riot pushing for that is a bigger thing. And Infernal is noteworthy. I mean, they're getting 12% AD and AP. I don't know why Downfall's teleporting for an outer turret, but sure, Downfall, you go. You're not even going to get the turret.
Hey, chill out for my boy real quick.
Downfall's had a fantastic game so far. So if that's my peak criticism of Downfall,
look, he did the build. He did the build. My boy did the build. I mean, he went Sunderer first, but he did the build. That's my boy.
And we've got a Baron Siege. It took him a little bit.
Showstopper comes through, finds the sun onto multiple. Coconut's going to pop the ultimate, pushing them back. That's a low HP going down. Lots of Zion he's going to use here. Buddy coming in late, though, but Coconut is just running this fight. They cannot take him down. He lands a double root onto both. It's just a slaughter. Coconut, can somebody stop this man? Zion is the deadly flourish for the disrespect. Curtain call comes out. Can they finally shut him down? Will Muddy block for his teammate, or will he flash out of the way at the last second and let him die? Oh, Pop-Tart actually eats it.
I mean, we finally saw it. A Demon Flare landed.
Oh, Buddy's trying. He's trying to style so hard. He uses his flash. I mean, I guess you can see how confident Goats feel right now after that fight.
Yeah, they've got a 6,000 gold lead. They've gotten multiple turrets with this Baron. Got some gold.
I just don't even know. Like, getting Infernal Soul, does that even win you the game if you're Oasis right now?
think it's close enough that the difference of having an Infernal Soul would be pretty big. Like, we're seeing some of these fights go where, like, players are getting out with not a lot of HP. And so having the difference with the Infernal Soul...
Now in a fight with the Crocodile, pops the Zanya's going to heal up a little bit, trying to kite him out. I mean, Cosmic is just so unbelievably weak right now. He's burning down, almost dies to Leandries, almost dies to the Krugs. He's struggling.
He's inching towards a mythic. Has a Bork, has the shield, the Aegis of the Legion. Went over into a Bramble Vest though, but like I think we're gonna see a tank.
I mean, we're going all out right now in the mid lane. It's all coming down. Buddy gets stunned up by the Sejuani ult, but I mean, they're chasing way too far for nothing. Etza just tried to ignore Pop-Tart and run for Muddy, just ends up getting them killed. And there's the wall from Azir. Forgotten one, and Glada instantly flashes over it. He does not care. Downfall doesn't even know there's a kill right behind him. He's too busy under the tower trying to take on Renekton.
IQ of
there's the duel
on
comes
a
out.
rampage.
This is looking like a game ender.
And like, after what we just saw in game 2, I feel like the question has to come down to the draft here. Like, some of these choices are really interesting. Like, going for the Renekton, going for the set support. I liked what we saw out of the Forgotten One on the Azir early, but like, are we going to get the 40-minute Azir fantasy where the champion really comes online?
And it's really unfortunate because he didn't see the fruits of any of those plays really. He's 0-4-5.
True. He came out of those
all
with
went
just
on
assists.
to Marion Cross. And Marion has really yet to show up big in a team fight so far.
Yeah, that's what we said. There's so many parallels between this game and what we saw in game 1. And that's exactly what the GOATs were looking for. They, I mean, obviously things could have been cleaned up, things could have gone a bit better, but having those parallels to game 1 where they were able to close it out, they were able to win.
I feel like for GOATs right now, I mean, it's been, besides giving up the couple of dragons, I mean, it's been a much cleaner game for them than the first game. And I do believe it all starts off with the draft decisions, especially coming from Oasis as the fight breaks down. Pop-Tart running forward, Etza trying to get stun, but Etza barely breaks free, but the Vault Breaker is coming in. Second one, he instantly showstoppers in, but he has no stun, has no haymaker, nothing, just sacrificing his life for his team, I guess. As now the eyes are turned onto this dragon. It's basically securing away the soul, making sure that the soul does not go over the Team Oasis here.
Yeah. Denying at least for the next 5 minutes that Infernal Soul, evening up some of the bonus AP and AD. And Downfall is teleporting to go for the Forgotten One, but
he's looking for it. Oh, he fails to shuffle. The wall's gonna have to get used there, and now he's on the run once again. We've seen this one before, though. The man is running for the hills, but they pushed him far enough away from base. He's gonna have to hit the recall. Now Coconut, he jumped here. Pops Sun just pops his ultimate. Glada comes in, pull back the boar. They're charging forward. They don't even see Caius. They're just looking past him. They're looking for the carriers. They're looking for Marion Cross. And Downfall flash forward to get it. Muddy's in a 1v1 with a Crocodile down bot lane. No, Muddy, no. He goes down. It's just the story of his life. Finally.
I mean, like, what is Muddy even doing in bot lane?
I don't know, but he's at this point, I don't even know if I could ever explain. Forgotten One, no ultimate now. After burning it topside, he's going to go down.
Downfall
trying
is
to defend
legendary.
his base.
I don't know if I've ever seen those words in a Titan game, but
dang.
Good on him.
Really? You doing that to my boy right now?
Look at his build.
Game. Look at the build. It works. This is the Django Legacy build right here.
Nice.
And this is going to be the end of the game.
Wait, does this mean we actually have to have Coconut on?
Coconut interview! Coconut interview! Let's fucking go! And we're gonna have to run it. There's nobody
Yeah.
else. So like, it's gonna be me and you.
All right. So don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to be back with an interview with the team from Abyssal Haven coming in with a week 7. It's week 7, right? Week 7 victory. So we're going to throw it to a quick break and we'll be back with an interview.
Welcome back, Titan fans. I don't know why I'm here. My internet disconnected. I haven't seen the games, but I guess I am leading the interview here with the lovely jungler and sub mid laner owner of the org, co-owner of the org. We got Coconut and Glada here with us. I guess since I sincerely don't know, how'd the series go, guys?
Congratulations!
Yeah, you won. I'm pretty sure that's why you're here.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, bro, I just got moved. I just live here, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I just came for game 3. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, Glada, what were you thinking this series? Was it hard? Was it easy? Were you piss chilling?
I mean, okay, so game 1, we were kind of piss chilling. I mean, we got on I mean, what even happened? I think they just ran into us like 16 times and then we ended. Game 2, we tossed it back to them. We said that we'll give you that one, and then we ran it into them, kind of ran it down. All 5
it
of
was
us
like a
in
homie
perfect
stock,
unity.
right?
Oh,
Homie stock them?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. We're like, it's got to be a game 3 banger because that's what the stream deserves.
Yeah, because you didn't want Volty to be around. You had to
No,
disrespect him.
yeah. I realized I was like, the only way we can actually win this league is if we have Coconut. So
That's true.
I was like, Coconut, we need you. I DM'd him. I called him. I said, Coconut, you're the only one that can save us now. And then he was like, all right, the Azir one streak is here. And then we didn't get Azir. And so that's how we won game 3.
I'm just glad his Rise didn't come out.
Oh no.
Hey, bro, I don't know. You haven't really been in the depths until you lock him, Yone.
07. And I ain't talking about the salute, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I mean, can we actually loop back to game 2? Because I'm curious what the vibe was in the call, what you guys were talking about, how you guys were approaching game 2 when that did go, frankly, as awful as it did.
I wasn't there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Coconut, I'll let you take this one. Oh no. It was an interesting one because let's see. They picked all AD all 3 games. I think the only AP champion they picked that entire game was either Azir or this entire series was either Azir or Yumi. So we were just kind of hoping that eventually Diana would stack enough armor and then just like one-shot everybody and also be unkillable because that's what that champion does nowadays.
Yeah.
We were once we got to I think we were like the 8 to 20 mark, 8 kills to 20 kills. We were kind of like, all right, this is a little bit doomed, but we got a really lucky fight, and that's when we realized like, okay, well, we still have a chance. They might throw, but luckily for us, we threw before they could get that chance. So just giving them an opportunity to come back in game 3.
I see. That's actually very smart. So, what was the attitude at the end of the game when you guys knew that you'd have to say goodbye to Voltsy and you'd be bringing in the greatest Titan esports legend to ever exist?
They were celebrating, like without a doubt.
Oh,
I wasn't even
Echo Enjoyer, jungler.
I mean, I think the only I think the only problem that we were having was that everybody was gonna like too drunk off champagne. I mean, like I think I heard Pop-Tart like a champagne bottle, and it's just like she's just chugging. I was like, oh my god. I mean, I don't even know
I'm
if we're
glad
gonna
I
be able to
wasn't the
play.
only one.
Yeah. So, once we got our org owner in, we just all kind of knew it was over. So, definitely very elated.
Yeah, I mean,
I
game
never
3
had
was
any.
pretty like piss chilling, right? You guys were just
Oh
like,
yeah, I mean, like I
having a
played with my
laugh.
toes. If you saw that flash Q that I missed, that was actually when I was like, oh wait, I actually got to play with my hands this game. So.
I saw Muddy after you guys took mid tier 2 and the Jin was standing there. Muddy just flashed forward and missed all of his spells trying to kill him, and I was like, damn, they must be really feeling confident right now.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we didn't need those spells anyways.
better than half these ADCs here anyway. So
yeah, true.
When you
True.
lock it Ezreal or what?
Exactly.
All right, Coconut. Let's toss it to you a little bit. Anyone got questions for Mr. Coconut about his mid performance? MVP almost awarding performance.
MVP.
I mean, where do you guys think you stand realistically in terms of the overall league?
First place. First place.
Yeah,
without a
honestly,
doubt.
above first place, 0th place. I mean, I think every other team in here is just absolute clowns. I mean, nobody knows what they're doing at all. I think if you look at I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say that tonight's the night to say that. Like,
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, I think realistically, I think in all except for one of our losses, I think it was way more our team losing than their team winning. And I say that as the greater
Well,
proponent.
isn't that
losing.
gold in general? Like trying not to try not to lose the game for yourself rather than every
I
team
don't.
making you lose.
No, I mean I don't know. I've played against Chitin's Darius mid. I mean I think you get one of those and they're definitely winning and there's not much you can do. I don't know when I was playing what was I playing? Like Graves jungle and I got invaded level 2 on Darius Olaf. I was like, all right, this is fair and balanced. So I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to say because with our team, like all of our games are pretty stompy one way or the other. So it's hard to say like what team 20-0'd us better. But I think the top is a lot closer than it might seem. Well, especially tonight, right? All of them lost.
so yes,
Yeah, it's been a bloodbath up at the top.
Yeah, Dorado took a tough loss against Team Suspicious. Don't know what happened there. Off the Za apparently had 2 subs today, and they lost to Pepe's Soldiers. Do I have that correct? I believe Pepe's
Yeah.
Soldiers took them out.
I think they got 2-0'd.
Yeah,
By
Crab
Pepe's Soldiers.
Wranglers lost 2-1 to TD Aftermath. Goat wins here. Fantastic. Reaper's Crew is in game 5 versus BDE. Like, the whole thing is just
Oh my
flipped
God.
right now. It's crazy.
Wait, we're making them play a game 5?
Game 3. Yeah, no, it's just that much of a banger series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Actually, Reaper's Crew just won game 3, and we're like, you guys can't get a win, so you have to just keep playing. You know?
God. Oh my
You
God.
gotta win by 2.
Yeah, I would
Volleyball
definitely.
rules.
You got to go for the mercy rule.
Yeah, I would definitely say Dorado and Off the Za. I think we've played both of those teams, and those teams definitely seemed very, very dominant. Definitely expect to see those two. I think Reaper's Crew is actually a lot better than their record would indicate. I think when do we play them? Sometime soon. Next week. Oh, I'm so sad. I think that'll actually be a really interesting series to watch. And I hope that one goes to 3 games just because it'll be so much fun.
Live feed update. BDE just got the notification. Did in fact take game 3 over the Reaper's Crew. So
Thank
while
God. At
having,
least
I
some
think,
things
the
don't
same
change.
wins. No, they're 1 win game score behind Pepe's. They are still 0-6 and struggling to find their first series, but they are pulling up games versus a lot of these other teams. So I really agree with you. They're not to be slept on. I don't think you can sleep on any team. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, I think they just have cracked players. I mean, I think Genetics is just an incredible player all around. I think, I mean, Jesus Juice. I mean, I don't know. In the AGL leagues, there's the running meme that Jesus Juice is like my kryptonite. Like I'll play like an absolute monster, and then Jesus Juice, and I'm like a little kitten on the keyboard. It's crazy. So I think that guy can never be slept on. I mean, worst case scenario, he'll just absolutely 1v9 his way up to the playoffs. I mean, who knows what'll happen with that team.
I have one more question, and then if anybody else wants to hit it here, because I feel like predicting the top of the table is kind of like, it's very hard, and if you want to say where GOAT is, that's very hard. I want to get the actual hard question, right? 2 more weeks left of regular season. 2 teams don't make it to playoffs. Who's getting dropped? Who's not making it?
I really haven't been paying attention, so I can't really give.
Oh my God, this guy has to be the worst fucking interviewee ever.
Let me pull up these teams here. What teams are even
Glad
in this league?
Glad is gonna carry Coconut through
Yeah,
the
yeah.
interview just like he did through game 3.
Yeah, I'll carry the game. I'll carry the interview. I mean, somebody's got to pay for my back replacement here sometime.
That's what org owners are for. Am I right?
Exactly.
I mean, we're winning the league anyway, so.
Exactly. I mean, let's see. I think that teams that couldn't make there or that I think have the least chance of making it are probably. I think Reaper's Crew might be mathematically eliminated right now. Actually, if they just lost to BDE.
So
Yeah.
They have the head-to-head with Pepe's. So if they get 2 wins, if they win their next 2 series and Pepe's lose, they're in a tiebreaker scenario. And I don't actually, it'd have to be a 3-way with GOAT to get into playoffs.
Yeah.
But you
so,
guys just won a
Reaper's
series, so it's
Crew-
impossible.
Yeah,
right?
Reaper's Crew has no wins, and
Yep,
Goat
no, the
has
highest
3.
they can get is 9th. The highest they can get is 9th.
So I would say that there's a pretty good chance that Reaper's Crew unfortunately doesn't make it. I would say of the other, I would say okay. So let's see. Then one other team doesn't make it. It was standings wise, it's OM, us, or Team Pepe's. I would say I think we're in pretty good shape here. I think we confidently make playoffs.
Without a doubt.
Oasis has kind of a rough schedule. They're up against Dorado next week, and they've actually got week 9 versus Pepe's Soldiers. So if that's a grudge match for the last playoff spot, that could be spicy.
That actually could be the last playoff spot right there in week 9. That would be a very hype matchup.
What is our schedule? We play Reaper's Crew next week, and then
BDE week 9.
BDE. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, a BDE team that has been looking more vulnerable.
Well, the thing to consider here is that the meta is wildly different than it was a few weeks ago. I think like the rise of Vi and Poppy, especially in the jungle, the rise of Sivir ADC. I mean, unfortunately, our series didn't get to see Sivir because we're absolutely not playing against it. Leads to some interesting changes. I think the at this point, the teams that are going to succeed are the teams that are going to be able to read that meta and watch the most LPL.
Well, they're picking Poppy, but BDE happened to be playing it in the top lane at least 3 games for ISO tonight. But
I mean, I think this jungle. I think Poppy
Champs would be
jungler.
correct.
I mean, I just don't even understand how you lose on this champion. Coming from somebody who has lost on that champion, but like this champion is just absolutely disgusting.
oh, any last questions from either of you?
Yeah, I have a question for Mr. Coconut.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the other teams about your team and how you feel about your team's
Yeah, we're
victory
number
today?
1. They're all bad. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Not much.
And how do you feel being the 6th man on the roster, always coming in to save the day when Volty has to
Oh,
leave?
if I know I'm coming in, I automatically know I'm clapping whoever the mid laner is. I'm not joking.
It's just that easy. Like unless you pick Yone or something.
Actually, anywhere. If anyone needs to go after game 2, I'll just automatically clap whoever I'm going in for.
I mean, I think the reason we don't start Coconut is just because of how unfair it would be to every other team. I mean,
That's
like,
actually true.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at the top 3, right? I mean, name one of those teams that wouldn't just FF if they saw Coconut load into the screen. I mean, I don't know. Just kind of unfair.
Yeah, I FF every time Coconut loads on the screen, especially on my team. All right. Well, I assume we're probably going to wrap it up here then. Thank you so much, Glad, and thank you so much, Mr. IQ of a Coconut, for coming up and doing the interview. Congrats on the wins tonight. The series was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to watch. Me and Shantik were crying watching you guys explode game 2 and cheering game 3. So
We had
go
fun.
take it
Doing
away.
great. Keep it going. Keep it rolling. You're doing fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a good night.